It's that time again. Another car vlog. It's been a week. Notice anything different in the background? It's not black seats. I got a new car. Well, a new used car. It's about time. My old car, nothing against Volkswagen, nothing against Passats. I would totally get another one if they had one at the dealership that I had went to. I went to a Nissan dealership, and we were looking around. We were looking at a Chevy Cobalt. It was a 2007, but after reading reviews, I heard it's just not. It's one of their more cheaply made cars, which I'm a Chevy girl. I don't like Fords. We used to have a Ford in the family, and I forget why we got rid of it. I mean, after the accident, after my mom ran into a pole on the side, it only damaged like the side detailing. It didn't like damage the motor or anything, but I forget why. So, yeah. Anyways, so I went to a Nissan dealership. We were looking at that car. We were looking at a newer car, like a brand new one. But if I was to go with that brand new car, I wouldn't be able to move out just because the payments alone would be so much and the insurance on top of it. I wouldn't be able to move out until that car would be fully paid off, and it was $15,000. So it'd probably be about a good like 5 years before I paid that car off. So with the payments that I'm making for this car, which is less than $200 a month, I would fully own this car in about 3 years. So I just got this puppy named Alice, and there's a story behind why the name is Alice. But I got this on Monday. We were looking on Father's Day, which sucks for my dad, but love him. He helps us out when we need it. He helped me put a down payment on this, $2,000 of my own, and he added in an additional $1,000. So I'll be paying him back. No time limit on that, just because he knows I'm saving up for a place with my brother and one of his buddies. So, but yeah, so this car is an Infiniti G35. It is a nice, it's not like a light green color, but it's not a dark green. It's nice, like a pine green. It's kind of like, I'm looking at like the one side mirror over here, which has the color on it. So, it has a CD player. It has also cassette too, so if you have cassettes. Did I mention the year? If not, it's a 2003, and if I already did, then now you really know it's a 2003. And like, it's just, I have usable cup holders. That's what that looks like. The only bad thing though is that even though it has a CD player, for some reason it's not working. And it's not really such a big deal. It's just the next thing I'll be putting into this car is the stereo. Whatever. Hopefully one that I can plug my iPod into. But other than that, I do get more radio stations than I did in my old car. So since I'm getting more radio stations, I'm not too bothered by the CDs, by the CD player. But eventually it will be nice to actually listen to my own music when I want. Let's see, what else? So the reason why I had named my car Alice, I didn't name my last car. I'm usually not into naming my cars, but if my car was to ever have a name, which it now does, it is a woman's name because it's a temperamental car. My AC is auto and manual, so you can have an auto and set it to a presetting, and whenever it comes on, it'll automatically set to that, and I guess that's what the owner previously did. So when I had test drived this car, it did the whole, we couldn't turn it down, we couldn't turn it off, we couldn't do anything with the AC because it was on the auto thing. Then it was working fine I guess it was on manual, so it was working fine. And then yesterday, after work, I had turned on my car, I was letting it warm up before I even turned on the air or anything, and it was doing that to where I couldn't turn it off, I couldn't turn down nothing. And now it's working fine. So my mom actually came up with the name Alice because AC, you know, for the AC, but she was thinking Alice in Chains. But in my mind, it's a band if you don't know. Sorry. But in my mind, I was thinking Alice from Twilight. But I'm going to stick with Alice in Chains because it's AC and that's how my car is. So yeah. But other than that, I am in love with this car. You know, there's no stains up here. There's no rips down here on the seats. It has seat warmers. So in the winter, if you have a car that has seat warmers, then you know what I mean. It is amazing. If you don't have a car that has seat warmers, you are surely missing out. It is a luxury you need to have. I have a sunroof, like my old sunroof. This up here was so hard to open and close, but it's a little bit easier here. So, and it has like a flap so that the air isn't like coming straight down onto you. It's just a nice flow and you can still hear like people talking if you have passengers. So, okay, so now moving on from my car, that's like the big news this week is that I have a new used car. And I had already called my insurance to bump up, because I didn't have comp or collision on my old car, but I needed to bump it up for this car, so I'm going to be paying a little bit more. I don't know yet. My insurance agent is actually my uncle. It's my mom's brother. So, before I was paying like $46, like somewhere around there. So this one's going to be like a little bit more, but probably not by much. And I'm paying $190 and some odd change each month for paying off this car, which is not bad. And it automatically comes out of my my account, so I don't have to worry about it trying to be late on a payment, trying to send in checks and it gets lost. The only thing I have to worry about is making sure that I have money in my account, which as long as I keep a job for like the next 3 years or so, I'm pretty sure I'm gonna have some money in my account. So moving on, I'm actually letting my car warm up a lot more than usual. So I'm gonna go to my bank and deposit my check because today is payday. Since I took out that $2,000 for this car, I was down to $81. So yay, definitely needed this money. And then I'm gonna go home. We have an appraiser coming for our house. I'm not gonna get too much into it. It's not because we're moving or anything. It's just my dad is doing it to get more like of a, I don't know how it works. It's more like a loan-ish type of deal. It's to make the house payments because we do have a mortgage on our house. And it's just to lower the pricing of house payments. That's all that is. So they're going to look around outside, look at the garage, look at the roof, stuff like that. Then look at the walls, the windows, the doors. Make sure we have fire alarms and everything, which we do. So they're coming between, well, he or she is coming between 5:30 and 6. So, and I'm just going to be up in my room. They're probably going to like poke in, look around, and then leave. They're not really going to spend that much time. But, let's see, what else is there? I don't think there's anything else. Yeah. Oh, so if you want to know, I do change my nail color. It's Miss Bliss by Color Club. And if you want to know the lipstick, if you can't tell, I actually am wearing lipstick. It's almost the same color as my natural lips. But it is Maybelline's lipstick in the color Make Me Pink. So, yeah. I think my car is plenty warmed up. It's hot outside. Like, extremely hot. So, It's 93 degrees outside, and in my car it's 64 degrees. Oh yeah. Alright, well, I hope you guys have a good weekend. I hope I didn't spend too much time on my car. And if you want to know anything else about my car, I'll be doing a car tour soon. I don't know when, but that's when I'll go into more depth and all that. So yeah, I'm just gonna go deposit my check and go home and relax. So have a good weekend. Have a good working days if you work the weekends, and I will talk to you guys next Friday. Bye.